Hi, so I said I would continue talking about being self-employed in Spain and the differences between UK and Spain. And so this is the one about having a gestor, or how you kind of manage being legally compliant and knowing what you're doing. So most people who are self-employed in Spain have what's called a gestor, which is a legal accountant. I have found working with legal accountants, this gestor, the most frustrating thing of my whole entire life, and would probably rather burn a hole in my eye than actually deal with them. But there we are. What is changing is quite interesting, is that Spain has brought in something called Verifaktura, which means that your software that talks to the tax office now has to be compliant with their Verifaktura system. Now, that could seem like a big new burden, but what it's brought about is that loads of companies have now launched new apps and new ways of doing your own accounting that look very, very interesting. I haven't tried any of them, but I've had a few clients who have, and they have very positive things to say. So it can reduce cost, it can make you more independent, and it's more automated, done by AI. So there seems to be less grey confusion areas over things. And that is my main issue with working with a gestor, this legal accountant, is often I feel like the advice is very grey. You're like, should I do this or am I supposed to do this? And they're like, bueno, no sé, porque. Just need an answer, just need a yes or a no. And sometimes they've forgotten to do things, forgotten to file things, not done things correctly. And the implications for you can be absolutely massive. And they're just really complicated to resolve. So my advice, if you are going to use a gestor, and most of us do, especially when we're starting out, because it is difficult, is really know your stuff. So ask questions all the time. Why have you put that there? Why is it this amount? Should it be more? Should it be less? Why can't we do it like that? And keep asking questions so that you have more and more and more knowledge. AI is also brilliant at helping you with this. So you can go through all the dates when things have to be filed. You can, put what your gestor has said. You can put your tax return in, give me feedback, tell me not what's right, what should I be doing differently. It's not perfect using AI, but I honestly, from what I've seen with the stuff that I've been doing with it, it's a damn sight more reliable than half the gestors that I've worked with. So you've got to know your stuff. You cannot, and I can't say this enough, rely on someone else for this. You've got to know it. All right, take care. Bye.